how to use dark energy to manifest. So I've done a previous video on the power of darkness or the power of dark energy. And darkness is not evil. It is the place where everything exists. It is the dark void. It is the place of the womb. It is the place of all existence. So, how to use dark energy to manifest? This isn't doing satanic rituals. This isn't sacrificing animals or any humans for that matter. Using dark energy is and can be as simple as closing your eyes. When you close your eyes, what do you see? Darkness. You're using dark energy to manifest. You're using visualization within that void of darkness. Another way you can use dark energy to manifest is by placing yourself in a dark space. So in a dark room, closing curtains and blinds, really making sure that the place is blacked out, you can't see anything. Using the nighttime, when we are in the darkness, the sun has set and now we are in the dark energy. We are within that field of darkness. And another way of doing this is placing yourself in the darkness, but in the bath. In the bathtub. So the bath or being submerged in water is extremely powerful, much more powerful than we would think or what we would believe. When we are in our mother's womb, we are within her womb water, and when we are submerged in water, we are kind of going back to that place. We are going back to the womb, but we are going back to the womb of the all. And we're doing this with conscious intention. So the power in that, when you are conscious and you're aware of what you're doing, can increase the vibration and frequency of your manifestation or your desires. If it is a certain season, it is a certain it is a certain time of year. Let's say it's a solstice, it's an equinox, or it is a full moon, or it is a new moon. This is just adding more. Imagine this giant recipe. So you've already got this huge intention of, right, okay, I'm going to go submerge myself in water in your bath. Second intention is that you are using this to manifest. Third intention is that you're doing this in darkness, the dark energy. The fourth fact is that if you're adding oils, salt to your bath, which is also highly important, you're basically adding and ramping up the frequency and vibration and concentrating that energy into a ritual. One way of looking at this is, if you've ever watched Stranger Things and you see the character 11, often what you see them do when they're doing experiments is that they are putting her in the dark and she's going in the tub with salt. And they've kind of made it look freaky and a little bit spooky. But how often do we practice these rituals unconsciously? How many people go in a Epsom salt bath on a night time after they've hit the gym? They've had a hard workout. They actually spiritually within a ritual, but it's just unconscious. So if you're actually doing this with your conscious awareness, you're ramping up that frequency and that vibration. Yeah, these are a few examples to use dark energy to manifest. So no sacrificing anything or anyone. Yeah, to summarize, closing your eyes, walking in the dark. Late on a night time, you're practicing rituals in the dark. In a dark room, curtains closed, blinds closed, complete darkness. Submerged in water, increasing the elements of water with darkness. Yeah, I think I've summarized them all. I hope this video will help someone to use dark energy in a light way. In a... what is the word? It's just flicked through my mind. In a non-harmful way to others. You're using dark energy in a non-harmful way to others.